before, this round was actually, this is what it looked like. It was literally underneath, and this was as far as my bolt could go back. I could not bring it back any further back to the rear of the rifle. That was as far as it can go. So when I dremeled that out, it gave me just that extra space, so that way that round can jump up into the rail area of the action, so I can chamber around. Okay, so it's obviously doing its job. It's causing the interrupter to, I guess, detent, so that way it'll spring pressure up one more round and I can chamber it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to release the magazine here. Pop it out. I'm going to show how, I'm doing this one-handed and a flashlight on a phone, so bear with me. Okay, so when I install the magazine, it will not chamber, so therefore it will not chamber around. But when I lock the bolt and then release the bolt, unlock it, and then bring it back, on the bottom of this bolt there's a cammed area that's going to recess against that leaf blade ejector, and it's going to cause the interrupter to go to the left. Therefore, the spring pressure from the magazine will surpass the spring pressure of the interrupter, and it'll allow one round to proceed into the rail chamber area. So again, knock off the radius or the sharp edge on the bolt face, on the bottom of the bolt rail, trim out or dremel out the exact shape, maybe about a 1/16 of an inch, maybe an 1/8, quarter, depending how you feel that you want that bolt just to come back just a hair more. It's not going to affect anything. All you're doing is just bringing the bolt back just a little bit more, so that way it clears the rim of the round, because it seems like the magazine in the receiver is set back 1/8, 1/16 to a 1/4 inch too far back. The next issue is on the leaf blade and the interrupter and your leaf blade ejector. Take your receiver out, disengage that screw with a leaf blade, with a leaf spring, manipulate it, I guess rebend it towards the receiver and reinstall it, so that way it has stronger spring pressure, and hopefully that will eliminate a couple of things. If not, a little bit of chance of elimination right there is the only way I can find out how to prevent this thing from jamming, double feeding, and not extracting and not ejecting. As you can see, it did 10 rounds just fine, and hopefully this helps you out in the future. And if I can think of anything else, I'll be sure to throw it in there. I can't think of anything. You might want to consider also getting one of these. It's a TPP muzzle brake, Texas Precision Products. I was watching videos on it, and it definitely does a very good job of muzzle rise and kicking. And so it's made out of pretty good solid grade aluminum. Obviously Texas is a good place. They're big time gun people, so I don't think they're going to make something faulty, especially with aircraft aluminum and firearms, because they might get sued. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, whenever I change this down to a 90 degree, it's a pretty simple process. You know, you cut your ball off. I mean, there's videos on this all over YouTube. They probably did a lot better job than I did, but this is pretty solid. Obviously, you cut your ball off of your existing bolt handle, and you kind of want to measure down exactly where you want your threads to go, how close you want it to get to your receiver. I went more than enough so that way I can adjust it myself if I want to back out. And I found a sweet spot that I really liked, and then I went ahead and put a couple of set screws in it. But before you put the set screws in there, I do recommend you taking a 1/8 inch, I believe it's an 1/8 inch drill bit, go down about the actual depth of the set screw, so that way you can get a good penetration on both sides. And that way your 90 degree bolt won't walk on you. You want it solid. This is really solid. And I was watching Eric from Mosin Nagant. He did a really cool job with the 303 British Enfield, and you can almost kind of do it with this Mosin Nagant if you got it set exactly the way you want it. And it's just all muscle memory. You can probably do exactly what he did. He fired a bolt action 303 British Enfield with, I mean, he was doing a really good job with it. Just loading, shooting, without having to take his hand off the bolt. So he was really good with that, and I was really impressed. I mean, I'm no super gun guy, but I thought the way he was doing it, as he was loading, closing the battery, he had his middle finger just barely touching on the bolt. He would pull the trigger, and then he'd slide back around in there. Okay, I don't. So he would go down, pull the trigger, bang, come back up, start another one, bang. But he was doing it much faster than that, and I'm doing it one-handed. I got my buttstock riding on my ball of my ankle. But you don't have to take your hand off the bolt. I mean, you use a lot of muscle memory. You can definitely, throw some lead down range. This thing's meant to sling some lead anyways. And then I got a couple more mags over there in the corner. Why? I'm America, that's why. So, alright. If you feel like you want to ask me any more questions, I'll do the best I can to help you out. I'm not asking anybody to subscribe to my channel. And if you do, cool. I got a couple more corny videos on there, some family videos, and some racing videos. I don't know why, but I got some gun videos on there too. Not as cool as the other guys, but I've got a couple. Alright, thanks a lot.